Hey lovers, we are making goat meat, guacamole and ugali in this video. You're very much welcome to subscribe, like, comment and share the video. So I started with boiling the meat. I added ginger, garlic, salt and some water, then brought it to a boil and it was flavorful already at that point. After around 30 minutes, I tasted the meat and it was ready. It was already tender and very well cooked, just the way I like. So at that point, I let all the water drain. And a little tip is to let the fat from the meat cook the meat, like roast the meat. Then at that point, you're going to boil the water for ugali. And as that was boiling, I prepared this onions, tomatoes and everything. So as you can see, I have some onions that I am removing the seeds, and those are going to make the guacamole. And when everything was ready, I transferred some of the meat to a pan because I wasn't even going to cook all of it. Then I started cooking. After you add your onions, that's the best time to also add your spices so that they can cook. That way, if you have someone who is normally affected by spices, at this point they will not get affected by them. And then I added the tomatoes, then let it cook down to a paste. When the tomatoes were cooking, I cut the onions and soaked them in hot water with some salt and covered that. I believe making ugali is pretty simple, but if you do not know how to do it, use boiled water and add flour until it is thick to a consistency you prefer. If you don't add enough flour, it will be it will not be as firm and as good and as tasty. And also another tip I can give you, let that ugali burn, let it burn. Anyway, I made the guacamole by adding the avocado, tomatoes and the onions, and I also added some salt in it. I also added lemon to prevent the avocado from turning black, but I also love the taste, the lemon taste, the sourness from the lemon. So my avocado, this guacamole stayed till the next day. Of course it was in the fridge, but it did not turn black at any given point. And then I also added some dhania or coriander, or is it cilantro, to the mutton. And then you can also add just a bit of water so that your meat is not that dry. Then I served it and it was really good. I hope you have learned something. I hope you now know how to make this dinner inspo. Bye.